Thank you so much for the honor of awarding me with the Barbara Larson Humanitarian Award. I'm sending this message from Western Kenya, where I'm a family nurse practitioner and have lived and worked in a rural community for the past 18 years. I have the privilege to work alongside 110 Kenyan colleagues in what originally was a hospice for adults and children and now has grown in scope to serve the broader community with quality health care. The name of our work is Living Room International, and our vision is to be a community of compassion that honors life and offers hope, and we get to do this each day through the holistic care we provide. Recently, as I was greeted by one of the patients sitting in his wheelchair on the front veranda of the hospital, a man whose name and story I didn't yet know, he held my hand and spoke unexpected words that felt like a blessing of sorts. He said, "Asante kwa kuniona." Thank you for seeing me. I nodded my head and allowed his words to slip into my heart as a clarion of what we are called to do and be as nurses. To see in such a way as to affirm one another's value and worth by the way we pay attention. Dr. Sunita Puri, a palliative care physician, writes, "I have learned to look when I want to look away. I have chosen to stay when I'd prefer to run out of the room and cry. The prelude to compassion is the willingness to see." When you or I treat a child, we cannot always promise them and their families that they will get better, that they will be cured of their illness. But what we can offer is that we will show up and give our best to provide the care that they need, even if it doesn't always feel like it is enough. I've been in nursing for over 20 years now. I'm not totally sure how that happened, but over the past 6 years, I've learned a lot about being a healthcare provider from the patient side of things. My husband and I, we adopted 3 orphaned Kenyan children with sickle cell disease. 2 of the brothers, Geoffrey and Ryan, went through harrowing bone marrow transplants at UCLA with a matched sibling donor. They are now cured from their sickle cell disease, while their sister continues to fight each day here in Kenya. As a mother on behalf of mothers, I'd like to say to you, the pediatric nurses who helped to save my children on repeated occasion, what my patient also said to me. Thank you for seeing my child. In your busyness, you paused to allow my son to be a little boy who had traveled from around the world to receive your care. He was more than a disease with a prognosis or a bed number. Your presence allowed him to be a child with a name and a story, and I was allowed to be his mom with my own set of hopes and fears. And on the hardest of days, when I was terrified of what might come next, when I was frustrated by the delays and not as patient or kind as I should have been, thank you for seeing me. I became a more compassionate, empathetic nurse because of the care my family received. As challenging as this work can be, may we not grow tired in doing good. Thank you again for this great honor. I am very humbled and grateful.